Hi, my name is Jon Svitak with the Shannon Law Group, and our firm helps people recover financially and emotionally after experiencing side effects or injuries due to vaccinations. And we do this by filing for compensation through the Vaccine Injury Compensation Program. So every year you go and get your flu shot, and nearly every time you don't experience any injuries or side effects, maybe some pain at the injection site or a slight fever for a couple of days, but otherwise you're good as new after 1 to 2 days. This time, however, when you went, you experienced pain, more pain than usual, or significant pain in your shoulder within 1 to 2 days following the flu shot. And the pain's not going away. And now you're not moving your shoulder, or you have reduced range of motion in that shoulder. It's painful to lift your arm up and out or behind your back. Over time, the symptoms aren't getting any better. In fact, your shoulder is getting even more stiff, and you're having trouble lifting or carrying things with that arm. So you go to your doctor, and your doctor examines your shoulder, does some testing on your range of motion, and he tells you that you have what's called frozen shoulder or adhesive capsulitis. And you're wondering, could this have been caused by the flu shot? That's when your pain started, and that's when your symptoms started. And the answer is yes. And what we call that is SIRVA, or shoulder injury related to vaccine administration. And what happens is during the administration of the flu shot, the shot itself causes inflammation of either the tendons, the ligaments, or the bursa within your shoulder joint. And over time, because of that inflammation, the capsule around your joint becomes thickened, and it becomes very hard to move your shoulder, and it becomes sometimes impossible to move your shoulder. In general, there are 3 stages to a frozen shoulder injury. The first is the freezing stage, and that happens right away. So right after you get the vaccination, you feel that pain within your shoulder. It's painful to move it. You're going to start to compensate for that pain and not move your shoulder as much. And as a result, that's when the thickening of your shoulder capsule starts. The next stage is the frozen stage, and that's when your shoulder becomes so stiff that you can't move your arm at all. And that's after a few weeks or months of experiencing that pain and not wanting to move your shoulder. The final stage is the thawing stage. So maybe after some treatment or some time, your shoulder will start to loosen up and you will regain some of that range of motion. So your treatment options for a frozen shoulder injury include physical therapy to try to help loosen up that joint and regain some of your strength and your range of motion. You may also try cortisone shot injections to help reduce the inflammation and to make more progress when you do physical therapy. There's also surgery, unfortunately, that is often done in a frozen shoulder type injury when physical therapy and cortisone shots aren't working. If you've experienced a SIRVA injury, you might be eligible for compensation under the Vaccine Injury Compensation Program. And the compensation that's available in that program includes any out-of-pocket medical expenses, any lost wages or earnings, and pain and suffering up to a maximum of $250,000. We strongly recommend hiring an attorney to help you along this process because it's free. You're not going to pay your attorney anything to help you prepare the petition, to gather your medical records, and to advocate on your behalf in the program. They file their own petition to get their fees out of the same fund that would pay you your compensation. Eligible for compensation for a SIRVA injury, your symptoms have to persist for at least 6 months before you can file. And from there, the first phase of the program is going to be determining whether you're entitled to compensation. So you're going to file your petition, you're going to file all the medical records and any other evidence to support your claim for entitlement. Once either the judge reaches a decision regarding your entitlement or the government concedes that you're entitled to compensation, the next phase of the program is the damages phase, or determining what kinds of compensation and how much compensation you're entitled to. And again, this is any out-of-pocket expenses related to the care and treatment for your SIRVA injury, any lost wages or earnings that you incurred because of the injury to your shoulder, and then pain and suffering compensation. If you or a loved one has experienced an injury or an adverse reaction to a vaccine, please call us for a free consultation. We'd be happy to discuss your options with you. You can call us at 312-578-9501.